Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Cancer for the mid-December time period, or from the time that you hear this message through the end of December. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is getting ready for the holidays and having a few days off as well. As you know, this is a general reading. There will be some parts that do not resonate. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Cancer. In the past position, we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Star in reverse. In the obstacle position, we have the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Four of Swords. In the in the present position, we have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Lovers, and in the future outcome position we have the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Three of Wands. Now in the past position we have the Ace of Swords. It's a really powerful card. As we know, Ace of Swords brings clarity, also brings a new beginning, and it's interesting that it's clarified by the Star in reverse, because the Star in reverse suggests that in the past you may have wandered down a road that didn't lead to the goals and dreams that you were hoping to get. Definitely the Star in reverse suggests that, the wish that you may have received that you really wanted turned out to be a bit of a difficult experience, and as a result you learned from that. The Ace of Swords, like I said, brings clarity, and it also kind of adapts to different situations, and it allows us to kind of adapt a new belief system that helps us move in the right direction. Now in the obstacle position we have the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Four of Swords, and of course the Ten of Cups in the obstacle position does suggest that the happy family that we see in this photo may actually be somewhat dysfunctional. It could be that some of the people in your everyday life that you consider family, and of course remember that family can be many, sometimes people are that we can, that our friends are actually, who we consider to be family. But it does, when you have the Ten of Cups in the obstacle position, it does suggest to me that you may feel like your family is not being super supportive, like not everything is harmonious and loving and everyone is not on the same page. It could be that you're focusing on doing something that other people expect you to do. Sometimes we want to fulfill the wishes of our family so that they love us, because if they love us, we're accepted, we're part of the tribe. It makes us feel secure, it makes us feel solid. And of course, when you have the Ten of Cups in the obstacle position, it of course means the opposite: not feeling security, not really feeling stability, and maybe even feeling a little bit isolated and kind of keeping to yourself as a result of that emotional turmoil. And it's interesting that we have the Four of Swords in the obstacle position, because the Four of Swords suggests that even though you may be trying, you're not really getting rest. And when we have emotional turmoil, it's difficult to get rest because the mind needs to heal, the mind needs to calm down. And of course the divine here reminds you that you may want to meditate. Remember that the more you meditate, the more momentum you build, and the more it has an effect on you, and the more powerful it is. And as you meditate, you're able to manifest things that kind of, get you closer to your dreams and goals as well. So it's very important to make sure you shut off the white noise, if you will. Now, in the present position, we have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Lovers. And of course, the Nine of Wands is also a difficult energy card. It suggests that, you may feel a little bit beat up, if you will. This person, feels, stands there and looks like he's been through a bit of a battle. But it's a card of not giving up. It's a card of knowing that you will achieve what you want and slowly and steadily advancing to that goal. But at the same time, it does feel like there's been, time throughout the month of December where you may feel like you had to continually stand your ground. It could be that you felt defensive and a little bit on guard, where you constantly had to perhaps remind where the boundaries are as well. And definitely it's clarified by the Lovers, which suggests there may be a little bit of problems, difficulties, arguments in a relationship or a friendship that really, or a partnership that really means a lot to you. And so you're sort of kind of standing your ground and sticking to your beliefs and sticking to what your original strategy and plan was, which could a little bit alienate people that may be tired of kind of constantly seeing that defensive energy. In the future outcome position, we have the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Three of Wands. And the Nine of Swords definitely is difficult energy. It's an energy of not, again, feeling restful. It's an energy of anxiety. It's an energy of feeling worry and thinking about the future and realizing that there may not be the options you would like to see in the future. But the Nine of Swords is generally more about kind of creating worry on your own. It's not so much where, others kind of influence that worry. But, the swords are a difficult suit. They are a suit of challenges. Sometimes people do say hurtful words that affect us and that continue kind of to percolate in our mind. And so it is definitely very important to remember to meditate, to make sure that you're aware, because there may be opportunities that are coming by. And the Three of Wands definitely shows different opportunities coming in, and this person standing on high ground overlooking this bay, and only he is in the best position to take advantage of those opportunities. But you may not see the opportunities because you are a little bit, anxious and worried and distracted by not getting enough rest and sort of, not feeling fully concentrated and fully focused as well. Let's see what we can clarify with the three energy oracle cards that I pulled, and they are, we have happy family, interesting, yin yang, and adjacent possibilities. So definitely family is very important to you, Cancer, and it's something that you do focus on. It is something that you do strive towards and put a lot of energy in. It's definitely the reminder from the divine suggesting that as long as you balance things and as long as you focus equally and kind of budget your time and budget your energy in order to make sure that your work is covered as well as your family is covered. Definitely happy family is an amazing card, and it suggests that towards the end of December and right around New Year's, things are going to really pick up in your family, and people are going to start getting along, and people are going to start seeing eye to eye and maybe compromising a little bit and maybe negotiating where there is room to negotiate. And definitely the divine reminds you to be aware of adjacent possibilities. When you are restful and when you are, healed, and when you are kind of ready to take on the world, you notice things that you may not notice as a result of anxiety or worry. So definitely make sure you are aware of opportunities that may be around you. Let's see what answers from angels we have. And they are helpful people, wonderful, recovery, wonderful, and listen to your intuition. You already know the answer. Always make sure that you listen to your intuition. And the best way to listen to your intuition is to meditate, because when you kind of quiet the mind and allow your own thoughts to sort of kind of swim by you or so, you realize that everything you need in order to succeed is already within you. Sometimes we chase our own tail, because we think we need some materialistic possession, or we need some degree, or we need something in order to be full, in order to be wholesome, in order to be happy. But the answers to happiness are within us rather than on the outside of us. And so the divine here reminds you that you want to listen to your inner voice rather than all the distraction that you may see on the outside. And definitely focus on taking care of yourself. Definitely focus on taking care of how you feel. Make sure that you move, make sure that you do exercise, make sure that you take walks in the nature and reconnect, as it will, help your spirit communicate with the divine, which will definitely ground you, which will provide you an amazing ability to heal yourself as well. And reach out when you need help. The divine here reminds you that sometimes we need advice, sometimes we just need to talk to someone and express our thoughts and share our thoughts and bounce ideas from, between ourselves in order to kind of help us move in the right direction. So definitely make sure that you reach out if you do need help. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Cancer. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting, and I will see you next time.